Hi, you guys. Sorry. Hi, you guys. How are you today? I'm bad. We've never really said who we are, so today we're going to do just that. Hello, I am Katie.
I'm Brittany.
We are cousins.
If you couldn't tell from the title of our YouTube channel.
Hence the name. But anyway, here we are. We're cousins. We're like sisters. We've been best friends our whole life. Today we are going to try out some makeup that we bought at Five Below. We already did our base because we didn't buy any base products. We pretty much just bought eyeshadow and a little bit of highlighter. Do you have a problem? Where are your lips?
You're going to talk. Mine are just covered in foundation. Hi, I got closer to Katie.
So,
my dog is also over here, so if you hear crying in the background, that's her. It's not me or Katie this time.
She wants us to play ball with her. And when we won't, she cries at us. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're just going to go in with eyes and see what happens. I got a liquid eyeshadow from Wet n Wild to try. I got some makeup remover towels, just because, why not? I got a gel lip liner from Wet n Wild. And then this is my palette that I'm going to try, which is from Beauty Treats.
Oh, that's Profusion.
It is Rose Gold Nudes Eye Collection.
I got this little Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in Not a Basic Peach. And then I got this Wet n Wild highlighter in, I think, Catwalk Pink. Yeah.
I'm going to try out the palette that I showed earlier.
And I'm going to try out the palette I also showed earlier. It took us 10 minutes to get it open.
It literally isn't even in there. It's like a plastic thing that everything's in. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. First, I'm going to go in with this. How do people do this? This shade.
It doesn't have a name.
They don't have. I'm going to name them. This shade is named Sadness.
So I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. I also haven't cleaned this brush since we did our first video.
I think this whole look depends on what shades don't suck. I'm gonna go in with kind of this rosy color, which I'm going to call Petal.
That's so basic.
I'm gonna use that sort of like as a transition. And you know what? Wow, like, I'm not mad at how that went on for like one swipe. Well, we've got some pigment on, sis, so let's blend that out. Okay. Excuse us while we figure our life out. I'm going to go in now with this guy right here and try to get some depth, I think.
I'm going to go in with this chocolatey brown. More of a reddish chocolate brown.
I took that like on a pencil brush and I'm just drawing my crease out with that. And then I'm gonna blend it out into that shade I just placed. And then I'm gonna go back with the shade that I named Petal and blend that out. After I tippity tap, tap tap. Comment on this eyeshadow. It's taking a lot of work to blend them together. Like, the color payoff is good, but the blendability is not. Let's do a little bit of an about us kind of section, so you can maybe learn a little bit more about what we like makeup-wise, and maybe learn if you like us or want to listen to us.
So my style of makeup usually is pretty boring and basic.
So my style makeup lately has been really bold colors, blown out a lot. Like, I just got into eyeshadow. When I was in high school, I never wore eyeshadow.
She literally didn't wear eyeshadow and just put like wings.
Yeah, and so now that I know how to do eyeshadow, I'm like wanting to wear it all the time. And now that I have good eyeshadow, like, I really pack it on. And honestly, if I'm like going to work for an entire day, I would rather wear eyeshadow than a full face of makeup. Like,
honestly,
it's more comfortable to me to, like, if I want to wear something, it'll be eyeshadow, not like a full face.
I normally wear very neutral, natural, like nothing really on the eyes kind of makeup. when I go to work, and then when I am out and about, I wear like full glam, and like my coworkers don't recognize me usually. This Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette is really dusty.
I hate myself and I hate what I just did. I put a lot of brown on. But with a lot of blending and a lot of praying to God to help this work out, we're gonna make it work, you guys. At this point, I've used pretty much every matte shade in this palette.
Are there even any shimmers? Oh, there are a lot of shimmers. I wonder if they'd be good wet.
On one of my eyes, I think I'm going to try like a shimmer shade from this palette, and the other one I'm going to try the liquid eyeshadow from Wet n Wild, which has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm taking a clean blending brush now. It doesn't look clean because my fiance stained it, but
her fiance did an awful job on her face.
We're going to both do a shimmer right now, and she took my setting spray, which I was also going to use. I'm going to start probably with this pinky one closer to the inner corner, and then go out to like this redder one, or maybe kind of this bronzier one. I'm going to see how it goes on dry. Okay, holy crap, that kind of goes on even without anything on it.
That's crazy.
Let's see what it does with a little setting spray on it now. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, that's a pretty decent shimmer.
Okay, so this stuff isn't going on well even with a wet brush, so I'm gonna see if I can get it on with my finger. Oh, that's much better.
Mine blended really well with my finger. I'm gonna go back in with the pink shade, though, that I used first, and, like, blend it into the darker ones.
Can you hear my dog squeaking, everyone?
So now I'm using the Liquid Catsuit eyeshadow. I think I'm just gonna go on my arm and see what it looks like real quick. That's a lot of product, my dudes. Holy wowza! Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
That's really pretty. I would have gotten it in a lighter shade so it could have shown the shimmer more, but that looks gorgeous on there.
I think what I'm gonna do is go on with like a gold over that and add a little bit more shimmer to it.
So now I'm going to go in with the illuminating palette from Wet n Wild. Probably already showed it. No, I did. It's so pretty.
And I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder, which I've already used on this channel before, but I did buy it at Five Below, so I'm going to use it.
So one thing I've never understood with these is if you're supposed to use them individually, if you're supposed to go like side to side and like get every single thing in there.
Everything, I think.
It's so weird to me. Is that doing anything? It's doing nothing. That is literally doing nothing. Look at that. Oh my god.
What, did you tap it all off?
I guess so.
Oh, yeah. That's a glow, people.
Oh my god, you can see the pink of it, but you can't see any highlight. This highlighter sucks.
The one I have is good.
So one thing to note about this is it sucks wet.
You didn't go in with a dry brush?
No, I went in wet.
I'm gonna use the lip liner that I got from Wet n Wild at Five Below.
I'm gonna use Jeffree Star's watermelon soda that I'm borrowing from her.
This glides on so easily. I'm gonna do another little bit of a finishing mist.
You're using a different setting.
Yes, I do the more expensive one last. I honestly enjoyed the eyeshadow palette more than I thought I would. The Wet n Wild stuff, I knew it was going to be good because Wet n Wild is good. But the eyeshadow palette you know, it gave me a lot of good payoff, and I don't mind doing a little bit of extra blending and having to be just a little bit more careful with my eyeshadow.
You're so much more patient than I, because I would be like, no, it's not blending, I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, I don't mind. I really like the kind of color palette that it has. I don't have a palette like this right now, so I'm gonna just put this in my drawer and keep using it. I really like how the lip liner fits with the current lipstick I'm wearing. I have a lot of shades like this, so I'm glad I got a lip liner that matches them.
I really like the eyeshadow palette. So this is kind of the look I went for. It doesn't show up well on camera, but I put like a rusty gold here and then gold and then an inner corner highlight.
You didn't try out the blue.
I know, I was like, I might do it under the eye, and then I was like, I'm gonna ruin it.
So, Five Below makeup, worth it or not?
If you get Wet n Wild, it's worth it.
I do like the eyeshadow palette I got. A lot of them didn't look good, a lot of them looked broken.
Or it looked dirty, even though they weren't swatched or anything, they just looked dirty from manufacturing.
But if you find something that you think looks clean, unused, I think it's worth it for the money. Because look at how my eyeshadow turned out for that $5 palette. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us today. If you liked the video, leave us a comment, hit the thumbs up button.
Smash that like button.
Subscribe for more videos like this one. So, we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Bye!
Bye! I don't know what she's laughing at.
Brittany!
Please don't lick my face, it's very expensive. I made her bargain.
We're gonna make it work!
I'll cut that out.
Did you see Shane Dawson's latest picture of his makeup?
Oh my god, when did he get so good? He's putting us all this shame. Okay, please be normal now because I'm tired of having to cut everything out. Alexa, bark like a dog.
Stop.
That sounds like a seal. Alexa, stop! Get the out!